There is a lot of fish today jumping. Look at that. Look at how they're jumping. Oh my gosh. This is cool, Lovey. Maybe it's because you're here, Lovey.
Yes, baby.
I trust it's a good sign.
Yes, I think so.
Well, anyway, getting back to Lovey. Lovey is here from another planet. And since she uses my throat to talk, sometimes it's not so easy. But we're working on it. Lovey has a lot of beautiful things to share. How her planet, who was even seemed in worse condition than ours, is now known as the planet of love. So whether the story is true or not, you can be the ones to decide. But what's happened is that I seem to have misplaced the story. Lovey thinks that maybe it's because it's time to rewrite it. That's what you think, isn't it, Lovey?
Yes, it is. That's what I think. But I don't know for sure.
You love the sound of that water, don't you, love?
Yes, I love it.
Well, we're going to end it for now because, let's take a moment. We forgot to take a moment to be silent so that we can speak from that deeper place, Lovey.
Okay.
Do you think there's anything going on now? Do you think we can have our dialogue, as we call it? Dialogue, by the way, was developed by David Bohm in the way we consider dialogue. And what it means is that we don't just speak, but we spend some time. And then when we speak, we try to speak from a deeper place, from a more whole place. When we hear others speaking, we don't consider with our left brain, for example, what we're going to respond to, or intellectually, but we just try to feel what the other person is saying, so that then when we do respond, it's not so much a response as it is our own sharing. And what seems to happen, I'm told, I've never actually been in one, but I've read about it and, listened to people talk about it, and certainly read what David Bohm wrote about it, is that what happens is that something else comes. In other words, you have a point of view, you have something you're sharing. I've got a point of view, I have something I'm sharing. And instead of trying to change the other person or make them wrong, or even to agree, it's not like a debate going back and forth or even trying to compromise. It's more of, okay, let's listen. Let me really listen to what you're saying. Let me really feel it in my heart, for example, what it is that's being said. And then everybody does that, or tries to do that as best as possible. And what happens is that something new comes out of it because you've been listening. And then maybe what you thought they were saying or not saying, you realize that's not what they meant at all, or that it could mean something else. And so it's more of it's holistic. The true meaning of holistic.